Welcome to Woodlands Maths videos, video 2 on SOHCAHTOA. There's a quick summary from video 1 showing the three triangles. And this time I'm going to give you 3 examples. We want to work out x in example 1, and the important thing is we need to label the sides. Here, across from x is the opposite side. So if I'm standing at x and I'm looking opposite side, I have got the 5. Remember from previous videos, what does the right angle always point to? It always points at the hippopotamus. And the side that's beside the angle, that's not the hypotenuse, is known as the adjacent. So if I write out my word SOHCAHTOA, which I've done, I know the opposite, so I tick the opposite on 2 occasions. I know the hypotenuse, so I tick the hypotenuse. Have I anything for adj, or do I want adj? No, I don't need it. So this time I'm using my SAW triangle, SOH. And what side am I wanting? Well, I'm actually wanting to work out the missing angle, which is the sin corner. So sin x is opposite over hyp from your triangles above. Sin x has to be 5 over 10 by substituting in the appropriate lengths. And to get x on its own, I need to move the sin to the other side. And to do that, I need to use the sin -1 button on my calculator. And I know that that gives me an angle of 30 degrees for my angle in question 1. I'm going to bubble that. Question 2. I label my sides first. What have I got? Their right angle points at the hypotenuse. What's opposite the angle that I'm trying to work out? It's my opposite side. And what's beside it, the angle, is my adjacent. Which sides do I have? I have opposite and adjacent. So I quickly write out SOHCAHTOA. I have adjacent, I have my hypotenuse, I have my adjacent, and I have my hypotenuse. So this time I'm going to use the CA triangle. Here we go. It's above. If you need the formulae, I'm wanting the angle, so I'm going to do cos x is adj over hyp. I'm then going to substitute in my numbers for that. Cos x is 8 over 16. That's going to give me x. I move the cos to the other side. It becomes cos -1 of the fraction 8 over 16. And that's going to give me an angle of 60 degrees if I pop that into my calculator. So we've dealt with a sin, we've dealt with a cos. I bet you can't guess what the third one's going to be. Here's my last one. Label the sides first. My right angle points to the longest side. I'm now going to work out this angle in this corner. So opposite that angle is that 7, and beside that angle is my adjacent. So I'm going to this time, I don't need hyp. This time I'm going to draw out my tan triangle. Why? Because remember, here's my SOHCAHTOA. I've got opposite and adjacent, opposite and adjacent. That's where it comes from. And as time goes on and you practice more, you'll just start drawing the appropriate triangles. I've got tan x is op over ag. So tan x, substitute in my numbers, 7 over 7. I want to move tan to the other side to get x all on its own. So I'm doing tan minus 1, 7 over 7. Oops! I didn't realise my video was hiding there. How silly. Apologies. Tan minus 1 of 7 over 7. And if you put that into your calculator, you'll get an angle of 45 degrees. I definitely didn't have the angle right with my webcam. So I hope that helps. I'll be making another video to work out the missing sides. All done. Magic.